welcome to the Heidi Thorne Show. I'm your host, Heidi Thorne, and in this podcast I share my real-world self-publishing and small business experience with you. Before we get started, I just want to remind you to like, comment, share, follow, and subscribe. Now let's get on with today's show. One of my Twitter followers asked how self-published books are viewed by traditional publishers. His question is one that I've encountered several times from authors in my network who hope that their self-published books will be picked up for republication by a traditional publishing house. Or they hope that their books will be good enough so that they will be considered by a traditional publisher for future book contracts or even consideration by an agent. So I figured it's time to discuss traditional publishing after self-publishing. I can only think of one self-published author friend who earned a traditional publishing contract. She got that deal because of what she was able to offer the publisher: an active social media following of literally hundreds of thousands of followers on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and more. Your following is also known as your fan base or author platform. Notice in this example that I didn't say she had a book manuscript or previously self-published book to offer the publisher, even though she probably could have offered both. She had a built-in market. Traditional publishers want a market and the money that it could bring them, not just another manuscript. They get a whole lot of manuscripts for consideration every day. How can you show that your book has a market? If your self-published book has a significant amount of actual and potential sales, that might be attractive to a traditional publishing house, although it's not guaranteed. Even more attractive might be a substantial following in your field or genre. Translation: book buyers. The greater your existing following, the lower the potential marketing cost for a publisher. So be prepared to show them sales reports and research, as well as your social profiles for proof of your sales and your author platform claims. Authors who self-publish know that it takes a lot of work to get a book done and into the market. But when compared what it used to take to do this, today's self-publishing is easy, almost too easy. And traditional publishers know that. So merely having done a self-published book may not carry a lot of weight when a publisher is considering you for a book contract or an agent is considering you. But as discussed earlier, your sales and social media proof could be an attractive selling point. If you're thinking of self-publishing with the hope that it will translate into a traditional publishing deal, realize that your self-published book is not an automatic in with a publishing house or an agent. You'll need to prove that your proposal has value and future sales potential. Know what publishing houses require prior to approaching them with your book idea. Publishers may post their requirements on their websites or in guides such as the current edition of the Writer's Market, so do your homework. Don't expect a traditional publishing deal to come to you. Getting a book deal is a sales effort. I know that's a word you don't want to hear, but it is a sales effort that could require making networking connections within the publishing industry. Understand the pros and cons of both self and traditional publishing paths before launching headlong into either one. Clarifying your goals for writing and publishing a book will determine which path is the right one for you. Hope you found that helpful. If you did, please rate, review, and subscribe to The Heidi Thorne Show on whatever podcast app you like to use. I'm on all the major ones: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean. Pick your favorite, I'm probably there. If you like the YouTube video better, you just have to subscribe to my Heidi Thorne YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell so you get an alert when a new video is up. I would appreciate it if you would share the show, either the audio or the video, with your friends on social media. My self-published books are on Amazon, Audible, and Apple Books. All you have to do is search for my name, Heidi Thorne, on any of those sites, and a list of the available books will be there. If you'd like to connect with me, my website is HeidiThorne.com, and I'm most active on Instagram and TikTok on social media at Heidi Thorne. So follow me there. Thank you so much for listening and for your support. I'll look forward to talking with you again in the next episode, and in the meantime, have a great day.